Ever wonder how professionals make their work easier with simple tricks? Today I'll share some clever workshop hacks that will save you time and effort. These practical solutions use common items you probably already have. Stick around to discover these game-changing workshop tips. On the first bar, apply masking tape at the location of future fasteners. Mark the points for holes and place the second bar against the marked spot. Carefully drill holes through the marks. Repeat the same with the second bar. Insert wooden dowels into the holes and join the bars together. This simple method will help accurately align the holes. Take a small piece of metal drywall profile and drill 2 holes in it. Thread the rope through the first hole and tie a secure knot. Then pass the free end through the plastic tube. The tube length should be comfortable for hand grip. Thread through the second hole. Tie the second knot. To use the holder, simply insert the edge of the drywall into the profile. Hold the plastic handle with one hand, support the sheet with the other. And try not to lift sheets that are too heavy by yourself. Before screwing in, lightly spray the screw with WD-40. This will reduce friction and protect the metal from corrosion. Now the screw will enter the wood easily and smoothly, without excess effort. For precise measurements, attach small magnets to the metal tip of the measuring tape. Now you can fix the end of the tape measure on any metal surface and take measurements with one hand. Convenient and practical. To remove a stuck screw from drywall, place a thin ruler under its head. This will create the necessary support. Now the screw will come out without problems. If you lack strength to unscrew a stubborn screw, put a wrench on the hexagonal part of the screwdriver. You'll get a convenient lever. Now you can apply much more force for unscrewing. To precisely control drilling depth in wood, make a simple limiter. Take a plastic zip tie and secure it on the drill bit at the desired distance from the tip. When the limiter hits the board surface, the drill bit won't go deeper. This simple method will help make neat holes of the required depth and protect your workbench. Place a piece of silicone tube against the surface and lightly secure it with a screw in the middle, without tightening fully. Thread the cables through the tube to the right and left of the screw. Then fully tighten the screw. It will securely fix the tube with the wires. Notice the small notch on the utility knife blade. It's a useful detail for working with wires. After making a circular cut in the insulation, don't rush to remove it in the usual way. Simply catch the edge of the insulation with this notch and pull sideways. The sheath will easily come off the wire. This simple technique will make insulation removal faster and neater. If a bolt fits tightly in the hole, there's a simple solution. Roll a small piece of sandpaper into a tight tube and secure it in the drill chuck. Run the drill at low speed and carefully process the hole with this homemade sanding attachment. Just a few seconds, and the bolt will enter easily and smoothly. Securely clamp the pipe in a vise and cut it into rings. Make a small cut in each ring. Mount these homemade holders on the wall using screws. You've got an economical solution for pipe mounting. Take a clear plastic jar and cut off its upper part, smoothing the edge with sandpaper. Mount a magnet on a long nail, securing it with zip ties. Insert the nail through the center of an appropriately sized lid and attach the magnet using 2 nuts and zip ties. Place this assembly in the jar and sweep the jar over scattered metal parts. They will be attracted to the bottom by the magnet's force. Lift the magnet assembly up and the metal items will fall. Now collecting metal pieces will take seconds, convenient and effective. Cut a piece of rubber hose and split it lengthwise to make a strip. Make 4 small holes in it at the corners. Take a binder clip, remove its metal springs. Thread them through the holes in the rubber strip and return them to the clip. Secure the assembly with a plastic zip tie. Done! Now you have a reliable clamp with soft pads that won't damage the phone screen. This tool will help securely hold the screen during replacement or repair. Instead of throwing away an LED bulb with a burned out diode, you can try to restore it. Carefully open the bulb. Clean the burnt out LED area. Cut a small piece of foil to match the diode size and glue it in place of the burnt out element. Secure with electrical tape. Reassemble the bulb parts and insert the bulb into your lamp socket. Done! Wrap a rubber band around the pliers handles several times. This will create the necessary tension. Open the pliers and clamp the flashlight in them. Now this improvised stand can be placed anywhere convenient. Now I'll show you a reliable way to join plastic parts. First, apply super glue to both surfaces and join them. Wait for the glue to dry completely. Take several compressed staples from a stapler. Place them along the joint line of the parts. Carefully melt the plastic at the staple locations with a hot soldering iron so they sink in. After cooling, sand the joint area until smooth. The repair traces will become practically invisible. Now let's make convenient mini-vise from available materials. Cut plastic pipe into rings and make a lengthwise cut in each. Using a soldering iron, make 2 holes in each ring. Insert a bolt into each hole and secure with nuts. These will be the vise handles. Cut pieces from silicone tubing, make lengthwise cuts in them. Put the silicone pads on the plastic rings, they will provide soft and secure grip. Take a silicone sink plug or anti-vibration pad from a washing machine and put it on the hammerhead. Now you can work with valuable wood species or fragile materials without fear of leaving dents or scratches. The silicone pad will evenly distribute the impact force and protect the surface. If you don't have the right screwdriver bit, take a regular hexagonal screw of suitable size and insert it into the bit holder of the screwdriver. Now you can drive and remove screws without a special bit. The main thing is to choose a screw of the right size. Cut pieces from silicone tubing and make lengthwise cuts in them with a utility knife. Open the tube and lay the cable in it. Then use a construction stapler to secure the tube together with the cable. You've got convenient cable holders. Take a metal bottle cap, insert a suitable bolt into it and fill with hot glue. After the glue sets, you'll have a reliable replacement for a tripod lock if the original adjustment knob is lost.